Random thoughts are coming your way. Listen to what I have to say. Maybe we will agree, or you might hate me. Random thoughts are coming your way. Might contain spoilers.
Hey everybody, I was doing some cleaning and I was putting some comics away, and I thought, I haven't talked about comics in a while. I've shown some pickups, but I haven't really talked about any of them. So I figured I'd show some of these indie comics I got from Indie Planet a while ago. You might have seen my old pickup video, but I've actually read them now, so I thought I'd give some thoughts on them. You got Terror Clowns, The Dark Stories. It's 3 little stories. Kind of like some of the old horror movies. It was decent. The art's great in it. They all 3 revolve around different clown stories, obviously. So if you're into horror or clowns, or maybe you're scared of clowns, you know, it's worth a read. Another one is a one-shot called Slaughter Lake. This one I really enjoyed. It was a parody of slashers from the 80s. The killer here, he wears a catcher's mask, and kind of starts out as him as a kid. He doesn't get anything for his birthday, so he kills his mom and a truck driver. His mom's a prostitute. He gets locked away. Years later, he escapes. You know, a doctor follows him back to his hometown, which is by a lake, and he starts killing off counselors. So it's basically Halloween and Friday the 13th mixed. I quite enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. Next up is The Holy Terror, The Wrestler from Hell. This is issue 1, 2, and 3. This one I really enjoyed as well. There's this masked wrestler who was working for this kind of, I guess, demon type person. And the whole idea was they needed to do something big in front of a large crowd to kind of raise his army and take over the world. It failed when he had his mask pulled off. Jumped to years later, and the son of the wrestler that pulled the guy's mask off, they didn't know what any of this was going on. They were just wrestling. He wasn't getting over like his dad was. His dad's friend gave him the mask, and they came up with the idea of, you know, him wearing the mask and kind of becoming a bad guy, and the mask started taking him over, and he was kind of fighting against the mask. And then the original guy that got demasked got his mask back, and crazy shit happens. And if you like wrestling and horror, you can't go wrong with this. There's also these little bonus photo comics. I didn't care for those. They're not, whatever. The main story was good. Gunbreed, number 1 here. It's about, they kill this guy and he comes back. Kind of goes on revenge. But other people that are bad have been killed and come back, and they're kind of ghoulish, and then he comes and kills them. I need to see if there's another issue. This one just kind of, it was alright, it just didn't really grab me. The Butcher Brothers. This one was kind of confusing because they all look the same. Because as you see, one of them has a mask, but then there's a bad guy that kind of looks like him, so it kind of got confusing. It's kind of got this weird art style. Everything's really jaggedy. It's not bad, it's just kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to badmouth it, but it didn't grab me either. Then you have Contagion 1 and 2. Zombies, can't go wrong. I need to see if they put any more issues out. This one leads off with them heading to the city. It's kind of this guy and his neighbor. Or I forget if he saves his neighbor or not. He saves a girl that crashed into his neighbor's house. He does save the neighbor, and then the neighbor's wife, although it was infected, and ate their baby. So, you know, it's kind of standard zombie fare if you're into that. My only one little gripe with these is, you can see it in this one, the coloring on them has this weird shine to it. So everything on humans and everything looks like plastic. It's not terrible, but it's just a minor gripe I have. Nazi Werewolves from Outer Space. This one was quite good. It's only issue 1. I did see issue 2 is out, so I do need to pick it up because I want to see where this one goes. It's Nazi Werewolves from Outer Space. So, you get your Nazi werewolves show up and they start just murdering everyone or murdering most people and then taking some. This one guy and a group start fighting back. He kills one with a shotgun. They eventually actually pick up their weaponry, which like disintegrates people, and start killing off some of the Nazi werewolves. And it ends with Hitler's head on a gorilla body showing up out of a spaceship. So it's quite a kickoff. Issue 2, there's kind of a picture in here with I think it's called The Experiments. It's basically the people they kidnapped. They're going to experiment on. So I do need issue 2 of this because I loved it. Yeah, support the independents, man.